Section 177 Janamejaya said, "How has it, O sage, that Bhima of mighty prowess and possessing the strength of 10,000 elephants was stricken with panic at the sight of that snake? Thou hast described him, that slayer of his enemies, as dismayed and appalled with fear, even him who by fighting at the lotus lake of Kuvera became the destroyer of Yakshas and Rakshasas, and who in proud defiance invited to a single combat Philostia's son, the dispenser of all riches. I desire to hear this from you. Great indeed is my curiosity." Vasampayana continued, "O king, having reached King Rishaparva's hermitage, while those fearful warriors were living in various wonderful woods, Rikodara, roaming at pleasure with the bow in hand and armed with a scimitar, found that beautiful forest frequented by gods and Gandharvas, and then he beheld some lovely spots in the Himalayan mountains, frequented by Devarshis and Siddhas, and inhabited by hosts of Apsaras, resounded here and there with the warbling of birds, the chakora, the chakrabhaka, the jibajibaka, and the cuckoo, and the bringaraja, and abounding with shady trees, soft with the touch of snow, and pleasing to the eye and mind, and bearing perennial fruits and flowers. And he beheld mountain streams with waters, glistening like the lapis lazuli, and with 10,000 snow-white dusks and swans, and with forests of deodar trees, forming as it were a trap for the clouds, and with Tugna and Kalikeya forest, interspersed with hollow sandal trees. And he of mighty strength, in the pursuit of the chase, roamed in the level and desert tracts of the mountain, piercing his game with unpoisoned arrows. In that forest, the famous and mighty Bhimasena, possessing the strength of 100 elephants, killed many large wild boars with the force of his arms, and endowed with terrible prowess and mighty strength, and powerful as the lion or the tiger, and capable of resisting 100 men, and having long arms, and possessing the strength of 100 elephants, he killed many antelopes and wild boars and buffaloes. And here and there in that forest he pulled our trees. He pulled out trees by the roots with great violence, and broke them too, causing the earth and the woods and the surrounding places to resound, and then shouting and trampling on the tops of mountains, and causing the earth to resound with his roars, and striking his arms and uttering his war cry, and slapping and clapping his hands, Bhimasena, exempt from decay, and ever proud and without fear, again and again leaped about in those woods. And on hearing the shouts of Bhimasena, powerful lions and elephants of huge strength left their lairs in fright, and in that same forest he fearlessly strolled about in search of game, unlike the denizens of the woods. That most valiant of men, the mighty Bhimasena, wandered on foot in that forest, and he penetrated the vast forest, shouting strange whoops and terrifying all creatures, endowed with strength and prowess. And then, being terrified, the snakes hid themselves in caves, but he, overtaking them with promptitude, pursued them slowly. Then the mighty Bhimasena, like unto the Lord of the Celestials, saw a serpent of colossal proportions lying in one of the mountain fastnesses, and covering the entire cave with its body, and causing one's hair to stand on end from fright. It had its huge body stretched like a hillock, and it possessed gigantic strength, and its body was speckled with spots, and it had a turmeric-like yellow color, and a deep copper-colored mouth of the form of a cave, supplied with 4 teeth, and with glaring eyes. It was constantly licking the corners of its mouth, and it was the terror of all animated beings, and it looked like the very image of the destroyer Yama, and with the hissing noise of its breath, it lay as if rebuking as in corner, an incomer, and seeing Bhima draw so near to him, the serpent all on a sudden became greatly enraged, and that coat-devouring snake violently seized Bhimasena in his grip. Then, by virtue of the boon that had been received by the serpent, Bhimasena, with his body in the serpent's grip, instantly lost all consciousness, unrivaled by that of others. The might of Bhimasena's arms equaled the might of 10,000 elephants combined, but Bhima, of great prowess, being thus vanquished by the snake, trembled slowly and unable to exert himself, and that one of mighty arms and of leonine shoulders, though possessed of strength of 10,000 elephants, yet seized by the snake and overpowered by virtue of boon, lost all strength. He struggled furiously to extricate himself, but did not succeed in any wise baffling this snake. Thus ended section 177 in the Ajagara Parva of the Vana Parva.